Expert tips on working from home. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee because I want to have a look at this article where an expert gives us tips on successfully working from home. Now, I've been working from home for several years. You can see here, this is the studio at the back of our old Queenslander, and I've been using that as a home office. We used to have, well, we started off actually in a rental house in Kangaroo Point. It was a little three-bedder. Rachel and I would live. Here's what we did to save money, guys. We moved into the entry, you know, where you walk up to open the door and there's gaps between the floor because it's the outdoor-indoor space up the stairs. That's where we moved into. We rented out the master bedroom to one guy, and we rented out the internalized bedroom to Rachel's sister. And then we ran an office with 4 staff in the living room. I think we got our rent down to like $50 a week or something crazy, like together, both of us. So, I mean, that's how you do it, guys. That's how you learn to save money. And, you know, when you're starting a business, you gotta be frugal. Then we moved our office to South Brisbane. We were at the back of a warehouse there, and that was probably a mistake. It was a good space to have, but it was 40 grand a year. We went then to a little retail shop. We signed on probably twice as long as we should have because they butted me up with a month free. And I got out of that eventually and moved back here and just set up at home. And I've been working at home for years now. I love not having a commute and saving money, to be honest, because running an office is an expense. It really racks up. You don't want to work out how much it costs you per day for rent, costs, expenses, all of those things. And for my business as an architect, most of the time I'm going out and meeting people. I'm meeting clients. I'm going visiting them. And if ever I need to give a presentation, I'll just hire a venue. And now it's gotten even better. We've got one job, and every other week the meeting's all online. So it's fantastic. So anyway, let's have a look at what this expert has to say. Can I learn something from their tips? Okay, let's look at that. So, working from home, 8 expert tips on how to do it successfully. Okay, it's an expert here. We're all going to learn. But have a shot of coffee because we're going to learn. Okay. The coronavirus forced millions en masse to work from home. Yep, and in 2020, a study by Forbes found that 82% liked it. Well, it's not surprising. You don't have to commute. I mean, and I can understand there are some advantages to commuting. You get some quiet, peaceful time, but still. 3 in 5 respondents reported feeling less stressed in their new, old environment, and 66% thought they were more productive. And also, I mean, you've got to think about it. People spend all this money on a house, and, you know, all solar panels as well, everything for when no one's there during the day. So it's very possible, almost 3 years in, and as the COVID years fade, that you need to change a few things to keep working from home sustainable and valuable, and to be even permitted. Yeah, sure. I remember I had a coffee with a lawyer, and he was in a business that didn't have an office. They had like 30 staff, and they just all worked remotely all the time. They had an app where they logged, where you could get free internet, all this stuff. It was brilliant. It was brilliant. At the 3-year mark of my so far 10 years of working from home, I did. So I thought I'd give you some tips for working from home long term. Okay, 1, go back to the office 1 or preferably more days per week. That's not working from home then. That human connection that may have been missing. Workplace relations specialist and author of Negotiate Your Worth, Sam Traddles, said, "This is vital It is vital to remake, to get your finger back on the pulse of your chosen workplace and ultimately to get ahead. Indeed, the Forbes magazine study found a good rapport with the boss." Well, okay, I guess if you're an employee, yes. But I would say also, rather than just getting back in the office to work, networking events. That's what I actually plan to start again next year. I used to run a construction industry networking event. I'm going to plan to do something similar, like a networking business event, probably tied to the channel, because we've got a lot of people in the multiple industries, and just as a fun thing to meet people as well and to network. We used to run CIDN, Construction Industry Drinks and Networking. That's all it was. But I don't drink anymore. What am I going to do? Maybe construction industry steaks and networking. Carnivore networking. Tip 2. Set your official office hours akin to clocking in and clocking off. It's just too easy to let business bleed in your personal life. A big early mistake of mine and another topic. Yeah, I agree with that. You need to set boundaries. Don't look left or right. Tip 3. Well-known and fellow free... Yep. Has been working from home. Her top tip to lasting... What? Most people don't like it when I say, but don't stop and put a load of washing on. Do the breakfast dishes because... okay. You need to compartmentalize. I mean, that's one advantage I have now at the moment. The family's up the street, so I will go there, do the chores, help out, and then I'll come here and work. Although, if I have to, I'll work there too. If Rachel's out and needs someone just to watch the kids, I can work there. You just got to learn to compartmentalize. Rethink your workspace. Dedicated workspace, a location that you can focus on work and switch off about chores. Personally, I prefer to work in several different ill-equipped spots. In the winter, this is for sun. You need an office. Okay, you need an office. Like this is a dedicated office here. I won't play computer games here. I like my computer games. I've been playing Anno 1800 the last week, and I'll play it at the other house. We actually have, in the living room, we've got some computers up against the wall, so if anyone is gaming, we can all see it. So you do it in a communal space. So if the kids want to play some Minecraft or I want to play some Anno 1800, you're in the same space playing together. We can all network too. It's like a LAN party with our kids. After hours, put your phone down, apart from dedicated check-in times. That's just, these are just, a lot of this is general advice. Talk about what you're doing to your kids. Never let them think when you're on the phone or laptop that you're idly surfing the web or consuming social media. If you are in fact working. I can relate to that. I'll be sitting there drafting. So I'll be there drafting, drawing a building, modeling it up, doing an animation. The kids think that's fun. They think it's playing. We've got a program we use called Lumion that we use for animation, fly-throughs and these type of things, fly-arounds. And the kids use it too because they can just put down, they love building things with people and trees, and they'll do play in it. So what they play with is what Daddy earns money with. So yeah, that's true. Prioritize exercise and in the endorphins this produces. Yes, I've taken some time off exercise. I wasn't feeling that well, and I am missing it. And for me, it was in the morning. Tip 8: hope to never homeschool again. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Well, let's talk about this one. Now, for those of you that don't know, my wife and I have 6 children, and we homeschool. Okay, and we've homeschooled right from the beginning. Even when we had our office, Rachel would come in with the baby to work. So we'd have the baby in the office. She'd be, breastfeeding during meetings, and if anyone complained, I don't give a shit. That's just how it is. And homeschooling, it is probably impossible to completely balance homeschooling and work. This is why Rachel and I divide and conquer, and we're looking at strategies to do it. But it's kind of sad. A lot of these tips are rubbish, to be honest. Exercise, whoop-de-doo, homeschooling, I don't agree with. I think there's a lot of advantages to homeschooling. You're probably just shit at it, to be honest. Talk about what you're doing to your kids. Yeah, that makes sense. Put your phone down. I mean, this is all... How's this expert advice? I mean, it's garbage, honestly. This is just garbage. You should homeschool. You'd be amazed how much time you save not having to do drop off and pick up. How much time is wasted. But it's frustrating. It can be a challenge. Right now, the challenge we are facing is with our eldest and mathematics, where she is getting frustrated, but she can do stuff. So we're trying to find interesting ways. We're looking at Khan Academy. And what I want to actually do, what I want to encourage her to do, is to teach it. So I'm going to get her started up on a YouTube channel, and she is going to teach mathematical concepts using Minecraft for other kids. We'll see how that goes. I mean, you can't do that at school, can you? You want to be innovative in your teaching approaches. A variety of skills. So yeah, I don't really think there was anything we could learn from this article, guys. Sorry. Anyway, check out my other channels, HeiseBim and HeiseSays International, and support us if you want financially using our referral links, pocket squares, or call us if you need an architect. Wait, nope, there we go. Take care, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next episode of HeiseSays.